Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. Following video that I'm going to show you has pissed me off to the highest point of festivity. So before I do that, let me speak on this real quick. Alright, because I'm not going to do this on my Instagram. I will tell my Instagrammers to go find this video. Alright, black people. This is specifically for you. Stop. Stop. My name is James Williams Jr. I am Cherokee, I am black, I am white, and you, black people, not all of us, but you individuals who think it's cool to go around fighting Asians, beating on Asians, stomping on Asians, stabbing Asians at bus stops. In the video I'm about to show you, where these two ladies are attacked by a black woman under scaffolding in whatever city they're in. This shit, okay, it says New York, in New York. This shit has to stop, because what you are doing is you're fucking up for decent people of color, blacks and browns, who don't have a problem with Asian people. Yesterday was this day. Missing, murdered indigenous women and girls. Alright? I'm part indigenous. And indigenous Americans, whether you like it or not, you are biologically Asian. Alright, so if you are Mexican, you're Native American, you're biologically Asian. The government just found a way to throw a loophole in there, making you not Asian anymore. Alright? So I'm going to put it to you the way it is. For all you blacks that have love and respect for other cultures, this is not for you. But for all you blacks who don't give a fuck, and do have no respect, remorse, or any Asian friends, this is specifically for you. First, stop. I'm about to show you this video of this black woman assaulting these two Asian women, clearly for the fact that they're Asian. You know, this shit here is gotta stop. It's gotta stop. You're ruining shit for everyone else. Now let me come correct before I get some bad press on this. There is no race on earth above racism. No one. There are racist Asians, there are racist blacks, there are racist whites. There's no one that is not above racism. No one. But the people who aren't racist, like me, or the multicultural people, like me, because I have 3 races in my bloodstream, you're fucking up. Understand that. If you are racist, you are fucking up. If you are a black person going around doing what this black woman's about to do, you are fucking up. The big black guy that attacked the Filipino lady going to church, he fucked it up for everybody too. Fucking the guy that stabbed the 2 ladies at the bus stop in San Francisco was unidentified. The white guy that attacked the elderly couple in San Francisco, he was caught, and they chalked it off to him having a bad fucking day, which I still count as bullshit. The young white man that went off and had a bad day and killed 6 Asians and wounded 2 others down in Atlanta. Well, okay. That's how they write that off. But when black people do shit, other black people feel that shit. And if you're black and you don't like what I have to say, you can come talk to me on Instagram. I don't have a problem. You send me whatever, and I'll go live, and when I go live, we can discuss that shit. But this video I'm about to show you, this is like the 4th or the 5th black person attacking an Asian person video this year. Now, 2 years ago, when President Racist Redhead was still in office, he incited this shit. No one wants to give him full blame for it. Everybody's finding a way around it. But when he started talking about the coronavirus being the Kung Flu virus, the China virus, the Wuhan disaster, and all the other names he gave it, and you guys are feeding into this shit. And for you people of color who are supporting him, I hope you're only supporting him because it makes your wallet fat versus you supporting him for his racist ideologies. If you are a Native American and you are supporting him, you should definitely be ashamed, because he definitely does not like Native Americans whatsoever. If you are black or Asian and you are supporting Trump, you should definitely be ashamed, because this is why you are getting attacked. This is probably also why black people are attacking you, because those black people that are attacking you fell into this racist rhetoric because it wasn't him picking on black people. It doesn't matter. What matters is that this shit needs to stop. So for you black people that's going around attacking Asians, why are you attacking the Asians that can't fight back? Are you really a badass? Or are you just pretending to be a badass? So let's fight weak people who can't fight back versus I'm going to fight somebody who's a big badass that's an Asian that can fight back. I don't see you guys going after Asians who are built like brick shit houses, like the people that I follow online. I don't see you going after Asians who can fight back. I don't see you going after Asians that are martial artists. So this makes you fucking cowards, punks, the things that black people aren't supposed to be, because you're supposed to be a badass because I'm black, and I'm black, and I'm a badass. You're not a badass if you're attacking elderly people with bricks. You're not a badass if you're attacking women and elderly people, period. That just makes you a punk and a coward. So, if you're black and you're doing that, this video's for you. Stop. You're fucking it up for the decent black people. Yes, I am legally black by government standards. I'm pretty sure my birth certificate says that I'm black, so I put down black. Yeah, I'm mixed. But I was born in 73. They didn't have a category for me, so they put down black. My grandmothers, both of them, on both sides, are Native American. My father's mother's mother was full-blooded Cherokee. God, I can't wait for this DNA test to come in so I can do this reveal thing. But anyway, that being said, we're going to show you this video of this black woman attacking these two Asian women under scaffolding in New York City because for some dumbass reason, I guess she wanted to be famous. And when they catch you, you will be. Just like the video before this for Miss A200-0020. You know, so at 220 wouldn't be it, but it's literally 200, 200, and then 20. Literally a 2 and a 0. And her first name starts with an A. So, we're going to do this. And we're going to do this now. And I just want you guys to understand this. That when black people do shit, bad black people, good black people, we are the recipients of your fuck-ups. So here you go. She's not in dark clothing. As you can see. Let me rewind it. This chick is straight black. Yeah, she's trying to slash them and shit with a screwdriver. She dropped it and the Asian woman picked it up and now she's running off like the coward that she is. Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back. That woman is black. Oh, I see why. They pulled off her wig and she lost her shoe. And now, oh, you're in deep shit, lady. You're being filmed. Now, let's do that one more time. Now you see they're walking along. This woman's clearly harassing them off camera, and she sliced at her with that screwdriver thing. And then she's trying again, and now they're swinging back. And now she got behind one, using her as a shield. And now they got free. And now she's got the screwdriver, you know. This is making it bad for all of us. Alright? Just want y'all to see that. You know. And this asshole.
This morning, the latest victim of an attack on an Asian American here in the city remained.
Let's fast forward.
On her several times before police say he made
anti-Asian
statements.
And then you got
Sources
these three
tell
guys
CBS 2 he also
that
said,
do nothing.
"You don't belong here," and then ran off. This happened just before
this
noon
black
Monday
guy
on
killed
West
his
43rd
mother, by the
Street.
way.
This is the suspect investigators are looking for.
That guy.
CBS 2, he also said, "You don't belong here," and then ran off. This happened just before noon Monday on West 40.
There we go. This black guy killed his mother and then went on a rampage and attacked an Asian woman on her way to church. Alright? This is two that I've showed you so far. And if you, is this the one, the two suspects? No, this is the one with San Francisco. They're not going to show a suspect, so I'm not going to say this guy counts as a black guy. So we're just going to, you know, he's not been given a suspect, but he's attacked two Asian women. So we're going to go away from there. This was a white guy. This was the guy Olivia Munn went after.
We're going to turn now to our GMA cover.
This is the guy Olivia Munn went after. You see her name at the bottom.
Posted about the incident on Instagram.
So, all right. I believe this is the woman after being violently struck in San Francisco.
Are launching after multiple attacks in San Francisco.
I believe this was the one with the white guy.
No. This week, and one of those.
Okay. So that's that. I don't have any idea what this dude is. Woman attacked while walking her anti-Asian violence. Oh yeah, I remember this one.
This morning, another attack against an Asian American person as the victim was heading to a rally to make the community safe.
This morning, NYPD saying around 11:30.
This guy's not exactly black, but he is of color.
Heading to an anti-Asian violence protest, and so this man then came up to her here at Astor Place and asked her about a sign that she was
more of a mixed dude.
He then took it from her. He tried to kind of cram it into a garbage can, but then he ended up putting it on the ground.
So that's that guy. And this is the one where me and Miss A 20 such and such were arguing on the internet. So this is a black guy. Oh yeah. I think these two girls were interested in they were involved in this clusterfuck.
Beauty supply store says that she was punched in the face by a customer who made racial insults. Jun Kim says that the attack.
Okay, there's two more black chicks. I'm pretty sure A20, 220, whatever. I'm sure she sees white chicks, because she needs glasses. So, she needs glasses. But, this shit here, with us people of color attacking more people of color, this shit needs to stop.
New information
especially with
about
black
a pair
people.
of attacks against Asian women in Manhattan, both happening on the same day, just hours apart. First, a woman punched in the face after leaving an anti-Asian violence protest. And then another woman walking home from the grocery store, beaten with a metal pipe. News 4's Ray Vieta live on the Lower East Side to explain now who's patrolling the streets to try to prevent this kind of violence. Ray?
Now, we ain't gonna go through all this stuff.
Needed 15 stitches.
But
the attack happened hours after this. After protesting anti-Asian violence Sunday morning, police say another mother was approached by this man near Astor Place.
Well, there we go.
The victim says he asked for her signs. In Chinatown Monday night, the Guardian Angels took to the streets as other local grassroots.
About time they made a comeback. Anyway. If I could find the one I'm looking for, not that one. Not that one, because that involves those two girls there. There's one of the girls there. Oh, I'm pretty sure that A220 thinks that that's a white girl. That's the one where A220 thinks that's the black dude is a white dude. Now, I'm not picking on black people. I understand this, because this one right here that Olivia Munn went after, that dude was clearly a white man. Alright, so white guys are doing it too. But this guy, let's look at this guy.
At 11, the son
He's a mixed guy.
woman who was brutally attacked in San Francisco's Tenderloin neighborhood is speaking out tonight. We want to warn you that the images are disturbing. He shared these photos of his 71-year-old mother. The injury she sustained, he says, a man knocked her unconscious in an unprovoked attack. She suffered fractures on her face, was rushed to the hospital. She's now recovering at home. Police say it happened in broad daylight right on Jones Street near Market last month. Though the attacker's motive is unclear, the family says it has been aware of anti-Asian attacks happening across the country during the pandemic.
Hearing all the other stories that happened around San Francisco and other...
All right. We need to get to the suspect.
Mugshot. Police say a week
before
I'm sorry.
This latest he might be a white dude. Let's stop right here.
Police have arrested 34-year-old Michael Turner, seen here in a previous mugshot. Police say...
Okay. Black guy, fucking up shit for other black people. So in case you think that I'm just picking on my own people, I'm getting my own people to stop. Because every time somebody black does something, everybody who's a decent black American who doesn't have a problem against white people or Asian people or their own people, we suffer when y'all do this dumb shit. We suffer.
A week before this latest attack, he also assaulted another elderly woman on Church Street.
I have to suffer because this asshole.
Aggravated assault and elder abuse.
I have to suffer because this guy decided, oh, I don't like Asians. No. This guy on the train. We're going to go to the guy on the train. I talked about this before too. As soon as this ad goes by, I'm sorry about the ad. There's nothing I can do about the ad because it clearly says the video will play after the ad. Because unlike A220, I actually can read, if you can believe that or not. Now, here we go.
An Asian American viciously beaten on a New York City subway. NYPD officials say they're still investigating whether it's a hate crime. A warning now, the video we're about to show is graphic and disturbing. Local coverage from NBC4 New York.
A20,
reporter Eric.
This guy's a white guy. This is a black guy, popular in Asian
beating is brutal.
And nobody's doing shit to stop it.
Eventually, an Asian man passes out after getting punched, choked.
It makes you think twice about taking the train.
Let's rewind. No, I don't have to rewind.
The NYPD's Hate Crimes Task Force is reviewing it, working to learn when this happened, what prompted...
Stop. Hammer time. This is another reason why I'm making this video. This is a black man who's ruining it for the rest of us decent black people who don't have a problem with Asian people or white people, but somebody somewhere has gotten to this guy's skull, hey, you need to hate Asian people. Let's go on a train and let's just beat this Asian guy all the hell up because that's what we do. Because 20 other attacks of blacks attacking Asians had happened before this, it just didn't get recorded or it didn't get reported. So here we have every video that I've showed you of a black person that has done something to an Asian person. So don't be fucking sending me BS. I'm sending you the truth. This is not necessary. This didn't need to happen. But for some reason, this dude right here, standing up like the Black Iron Man, thinking he got some issue with some Asian fella and just goes to do what he has to do.
Walking off the train in Brooklyn at the Kosciuszko Street station.
Bystander intervention.
None of this.
It was several miles away in Bensonhurst where that came up. Lawmakers, community activists
and for A222,
to support two women who believe that attackers spit on them because they're Asian.
That's a white person. That's an Asian person. That's an Asian person. That's an Asian person. There's an Asian person behind that person.
And I said, excuse me. Then I didn't look back.
He didn't attack anyone. He could have.
That's an Asian person.
And I believe there was a reason for that.
16-year-old Vanessa Lamb says that mid-March day, she also got pushed. A witness saw and helped.
If
that is a white person.
People will be emboldened to do these senseless acts.
We need good neighbors.
That is a white person.
Monday, several lawmakers committed to find funding for that, convinced that's part of the way that New York City must tackle this issue, especially given what happened.
And this is a black man beating an Asian man.
You know, it could be one of us. It could be, you know, it could be any of us any day tomorrow. You know.
For the news, I'm Erica Byfield.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching.
Shepard Smith is a white dude. Now, let me break this down for y'all in case you guys are thinking that I'm only picking. I've pointed out some white guys in videos, you know. I've pointed that shit out, alright? There were some black guys that have actually saved some Asians. I can't find their videos. But, you know, here's another for example of making shit look bad for us.
The victims are speaking out tonight on this terrible attack.
And this video is for black people to stop hating Asian people.
Were yelled at them, and as a vandal ransacked anything he could inside the store at the Charlotte Transportation Center.
Just watch.
Fox 46's Derek Dellinger has been on this story, getting answers all day, and is in the newsroom.
It started off honestly with a bunch of white people attacking Asians, and then black people just decided we got to dip our finger in the Kool-Aid too.
Vandalism there to know that they shouldn't get in the way of the attacker. But in this case, they say as the attacker was making his way through, he was yelling slurs and was being egged on by someone else.
It was around 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon when it happened. Authorities say the man you see here is Xavier Woody Silas, and they say he was the one that went through the Plaza Sundries, ransacking the store, and doing it all in around a minute.
He just went down the aisles, just hitting everything he could, breaking everything he could.
Mark Sung is the son of the owner, and he says this is not the first time the store has been vandalized.
This isn't the first time. At least once a year.
But this one took on a different tone. There is no sound to the video you see here, but Sung says what was said during all this by the suspect is just as important as what he's accused of.
Go back to your country. He was like, eat Chinese. And then towards the end, his friend comes in the store and he's like pushing him to go more, saying like, And then he's also saying that's what you get over and over to my parents.
Anti-Asian sentiment and hate is often underreported in Charlotte, but it has been in the spotlight since a string of anti-Asian attacks have made headlines. Just this past weekend, a rally was held to address
and
just
you got
that.
people in solidarity. You got blacks and whites and Asians
for
right
decades,
there.
And he himself was born in Charlotte. The suspect, Xavier Woody Silas, has a history of arrests. This is his 8th arrest in Mecklenburg County in the last 2 years, and his 3rd arrest so far this year. There is one positive thing that has come out of this event. Sung tells us insurance will only cover a fraction of the damage to the store. So a cousin of his set up a GoFundMe account. It's now raised over $20,000. Eric Dellinger, Fox 46.
Now, for everybody who's thinking that I'm doing this shit to, to freaking cause a problem. I'm doing this shit to stop a problem. I can't tell white people what to do, alright? Because there's not enough white blood in me in the universe that can fix that. But there's enough black blood in me to show you guys what we're looking like. We're looking like a bunch of damn hateful idiots. Because we're doing what other people have chose to do. These 3 doormen who got fired because they didn't intervene and closing the door. Okay. I get it. You didn't intervene. You might have been a little scared. I get that. But y'all could have still rendered the woman help after the motherfucker walked off, which you did not do. This one here.
Well, jarring and terrifying, that is how neighbors are describing a purse snatching that ended with a woman being dragged by a car down the street in San Francisco. As Ginger Conejero-Saab explains, police are now trying to determine if it was a hate crime.
It looks like a stunt, but this was all too real. What you're seeing is an Asian woman attempting to hold on to a purse as thieves drive away with it, literally dragging her along the streets of San Francisco. Police tell us this was just the end of an assault and robbery, which began with 3 men running up and assaulting, then robbing this woman and her friend as they walked home from church on Sunday. This witness, who lives in a nearby building, saw it all. He says while crime is not new here, this was particularly troubling.
So I dropped cooking, came over, looked, and then she was trying to grab her purse with these 2 guys. They were, fighting with her. And then she jumps in the car as they're taking off, and she has her arm in the car trying to get her purse, trying to hold on to them.
This woman, who works in the area, is still feeling the fear days after witnessing the assault.
For it to happen, the middle of a Sunday afternoon was kind of jarring. So that, I think, was just the thing to got me a little
the only thing with this is you don't know what the suspects look
dropping
like.
the woman in the middle of this intersection, the 3 suspects fled the scene. SFPD has asked the public for help in their ongoing investigation. They also say that while the victim is of Asian descent, it's not clear whether this attack was motivated by hate or simply a crime of opportunity. But that doesn't do much to ease the fears of those who walk these streets.
I live over here. It's nervous. I have 2 daughters. I'm so scared. I tell them, don't go outside a lot. Just stay at home.
District Supervisor Aaron Peskin says he recognizes the fears growing in the Asian community and says he encourages anyone who feels they need it to reach out to his office for support, including legal and mental health support. Ginger Conejero-Saab, NBC Bay Area News.
Now, I remember this one. This was years back, maybe 2 at best. It says 6 months ago when it's been aired.
The owner of an historic San Francisco business caught on camera flashing his gun. It's video you'll see only on ABC7. Tonight, he explains why he's taking matters into his own hands to defend Chinatown. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dion Lin.
Now, sorry, Mr. Lin.
This brazen daytime assault happened Saturday afternoon.
This is a young black
Chinatown's
man.
iconic Golden Gate Fortress.
Clearly misguided.
That's the black guy. Kevin Chan, seen in the gray sweatshirt.
This is exactly where it starts, and this is where it needs to end. We can't keep doing this dumb shit.
Steps in and lifts up his shirt to reveal.
Now, this was another one. No. And then I believe this one is actually a white man. We're going to find out. Yes.
The video starts in the middle of a dispute between this man and Patricia Medrano. She's the one taking this cell phone video. The encounter quickly turns violent. You can see the man kick a door at Medrano.
Why are you hurting me?
Things escalate when the man threatens to behead her.
Let's go. Shoot you, I'll kill you, I'll decapitate you. I'll decapitate you. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Can I see?
Filipino little.
When Medrano calls him out for being racist, he does a Nazi salute and says,
Big hell! Get the out of Canada.
Medrano says
See,
this
it's not
left
just
her
an American
shaking
thing.
in fear.
At that moment, like, I'm scared for
And she has the right to be scared. No. But all of this shit,
safety. I don't want it to
all of this shit doesn't have to happen. This is the one with the white man. Yes. As soon as this ad stops, or gives me the option to pass.
This allergy season.
Come on, come on.
At first, our top story, KPIX
Alright.
cameras were at the
So
scene
you guys
as
remember
another
this.
Asian was
This was
attacked
a white
in San
dude that did it.
Francisco. We asked city leaders
But I
what's being
can't
done
tell
to
white
stop
people
it.
what.
That victim
I can only ask my own people what to
I'm
do.
Ken Bastidar. Wilson.
Let's fast forward.
Upon the scene during his morning run, KPIX Sports Director Dennis O'Donnell.
This is a white dude.
On the stretcher.
The guy on the stretcher got his ass handed to him by the elderly lady. Alright? So when they do it, you know, it's not a lot that I can really say because I don't have enough white blood in me to convince white people to not do this shit. But when our black people are doing this shit, because I do not discount my blackness as much as things like this happen. I don't discount my blackness. But ask yourself, why are you doing this? I can understand if one Asian person done something to you and you hate Asians, that makes you a dummy. Because you hate all Asians because of the act of one. Well, I'm sorry that that one Asian person hurt you. And I say this to all Asians, blacks, and whites. I'm sorry that if one person from any of these races have did shit to hurt you, you're an idiot if you take that out on everyone else of those races. Think that shit through. Because no one's getting the opportunity when they're created by God. Hey, God, I want to be this race. Or I want to be that race. I want to be this gender or that gender. No, you're going to be whatever the good Lord decides to put you in. The Lord makes your soul. Your parents make your body. And where you go from there is whatever the good Lord has written down on that paper for you to live your life. So please, stop. Enough said. Be seeing ya.